It's a lot of things going on socially with other people of African descent and other Africans, I want to say, in this world. We have no sympathy for them because we've been taught by the European institution that we're not related to them. This is not true. Look in the mirror. You're related to them. If you find out your history about slavery, you will find out why certain black folks ended up in certain areas, and you will find out that you are related, to them. We done got out cold now. We so cold now that we can watch the news, Channel 7, Channel 4, Channel 2, and we can see something happen on black folks on the east side and not have no sympathy for them. Just in Detroit area. We say, oh, that's on the east side. I ain't gonna worry about that. Let me change the channel. Not knowing that that's only a few miles away. What are we gonna do about this? As I go on to the scripture, chapter 3, verse 27, I want to start there. It says, no one can enter into a strong man's house and plunder his goods unless he first binds up the strong man, and then he will plunder his house. We can deal with this from a lot of aspects also, y'all know that. I want to talk about a couple of them. Today is Father's Day. I don't know how the men gonna feel about this, but I personally believe that women are smarter than men. I don't know how y'all I'm sorry, I just do. That's just my personal opinion, okay? Hey, I'm just keeping it real. I came out of my mother. The first person I seen when I opened up my eyes as a child, and the first person that fed me was my mother, all right? It's a reason why God set things into place, all right? I believe that, of course, and I don't have to believe this is proven, but men, not all women, but not all men, but typically men are stronger physically than women. Will y'all agree with that? Well, according to European standards, we've been taught that that gives the men the opportunity or it gives them the power to rule. I don't believe that. Okay, I believe that we were made stronger to protect the one that's smarter than us. All right? That's just my opinion. After getting, conscious. Because at first it wasn't like that. Because it wasn't no women's lib and all that stuff in Africa, ancient African. We didn't need that. We understood the role of the black woman. Sometimes she had to straight take over. As a matter of fact, because we didn't know what we was doing. Maybe if we would listen to the women a little bit more, men, it wouldn't be the way it is right now a little bit. You understand us? Basically, this strong man that have been tied up, that's one element. You know what I'm saying? If somebody can tie up, Cardinal Chewy was sharing with me the lower self of a man and the higher self of a man. We, as a people, now especially our young black men, I just want y'all to hear this out of young black men, we glorify our lower self. Anytime you think that you can hear a rap song or watch a video or, I'm into music. I know what's out here. And it's cool to kill somebody that looks like you. Who made you think like that? You shouldn't be attacking a person that looks like you. You should be attacking a person that made you think like that. What's my point, black men? My point is this. Fathers, we got to step our game up as far as being warriors. We letting folk just do whatever they want to do, and I'm not talking about physically, because we got survival tactics in us. We get to the solution, the bottom of things, and we more physical. No. Let me tell you something. If somebody can control your mind, they can take over your body. Dr. Wilson was giving he gave a good analogy of that. And I was blessed enough to hear it. You can be a rich man, you can be a billionaire. And it can be a smart poor man. And he gonna outsmart you out your riches, out your wealth. That blew my mind because it's all about how someone thinks that determines their wealth. The strong man that our enemy has bound up is our mentality. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Your mentality and the way you think, it can change your reality or your perception of reality, I should say. The three elements where we've been deceived, young black men, black fathers, is like I said earlier, in the family, in religion, and in education. Black fathers, if you see that your kid ain't learning about themselves in school, challenge the school board. Nobody is talking to these teachers. Okay, we got Black American history, that's great. Where's the African history at? Open up the scroll a little bit more before the Bible, preacher, and you will find out that it was a king that sat on a throne named King Narmer before Adam and Eve's story. Excuse my passion, people. Challenge the teachers. The 3 pages of black history in the history book ain't doing us no good no more. See, when you open up a math book and you see a white boy on the front, the young black male can't relate to that because he don't see himself in that book. When he open up a dictionary and he see Noah Webster with a wig on, he can't relate to that. You mean to tell me this white boy that made up all these words? Why don't you like math? Maybe because they don't know that they created math. Maybe if they knew they created math, they would want to learn math. But we telling them that all you can do is play basketball, rap, do some music, play football, you know, things of this nature. Get a degree in the European institution. That's all you got to do, and you're going to make it. Nobody's free when other people are oppressed. Black men, we got to start being warriors because the enemy has taken our strongest element, which is our mind, our body, and our spirits, and has bound it up. Yeah, the Ku Klux Klan ain't hanging folk like they used to, but they hanging folk mind. And they doing this so slick now, because now you got all these rappers making these white folks millions of dollars off our ignorance. I'm sick of it. Now, what we need, especially black men, is a prescription for this sickness, because that's what it is. See, to me, it's a sickness when you don't want to deal with reality. That's a sickness to me. For me doing my research, somebody who don't want to, if you do the same thing over and over again and you expect different results, something is wrong. That's insanity. You're going to go to the same schools, you're going to worship the same God. All right? You're going to listen to folk, you see their lifestyle, and you expect different results. You think you special. Something gonna be different when Don't work like that. One of the things black men have to do today, we have to face reality. Reality might seem, you might be scared or afraid of reality, but you have to face it one day, or one day it will face you. Black men, I challenge you to please challenge these teachers in these schools. I'm a father. My kid is 5 years old. He got one time to tell me that his teacher said that the father of medicine is a white boy. I'm going to personally go to that school and let that teacher know what time it is. There's a black family, the Anderson family, on financial tip, because like I said, my time, you know, they decided to buy black. Y'all heard about this, right? No. Okay, well, they decided to buy black, basically. They said for a whole year, our family is going to buy black. And I'm dealing with the prescription. They're one family. They're just one family. Can you imagine if all black people decided to do that? The European financial institution is already breaking up, as y'all can see. It's been breaking up, really, but I'm saying to the forefront. We are the breadbasket for them folk. If we stop buying, they won't be rich no more. The 12% that is in the United States. That's one prescription. Or that's the second one. I talked about the education. Now in the religious institution, which I really get passionate about, because this is an institution that has led me down a road of destruction. I hate to say this. You can take it like how you want to, but religion is the worst thing that ever happened to black folk. I didn't say spirituality, I said religion. It's a difference. Anytime someone shows you evidence of something, evidence. Anytime something is perceived as reality to you, in your eyes, in your mind, and you look at it, and you decide not to accept it, to me that's a sickness. That's what they got all these young black males doing now. The fantasy has become the reality, and the fantasy is not good for us. What makes a lot of things true, in the religious institution is the principle of certain aspects that we learn in church or in the mosque or in the synagogue or wherever you decide to worship. But when you want to be something other than what you are not based on your religious institution, I have a problem with that. Everybody want to be everything but African. But you African. I personally know a few, for example, young men who are Jewish. And I tell them all the time, I say, okay, you go to the synagogue and you do your thing with the Jews. Mainly the white Jews. Be clear on that. But you black. And they say, well, yeah, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. Okay, I'm Hebrew, and they break down this whole, the whole historicity behind why they in the institution that they are in. And they let me know that I don't perceive it that way, but what they don't understand is just because you don't perceive it that way don't mean the white Jews that's in the synagogue with you perceive it the way you perceive it. They still looking at you a certain way. You're just another Negro that don't know your history. Sorry. Black men, we gotta step up to the plate. Let's stop talking about it and let's be about it. One of the things I like about Jesus is when he healed people, he always made them take an action. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold out your hand, do this, do that. Yeah, take up your bed, walk. Prayer is good. Black folks been praying for a long time. We've been praying for a long time. It's time to take action. Black men, we have to address the physical aspect, bringing it into motion, what it is that we have to do to change this society. Let's do it by listening to the woman, because she's smarter than us. She tell you what to do, and you say, all right, baby, I'm about to go out and execute that. Hey, listen, I'm just keeping it real. Because, see, women are not the ones creating nuclear bombs and making different diseases. You see, it's not the women. It's men that's over these countries and doing this stuff. I think if women was running the world, it'd be a little bit different. It'd be a little bit more flowers planted, a little bit more peace. Huh? I know this Father's Day, don't get mad at me, fathers, but hey. So, basically, I'm about to wind down. Black men, we have to basically face reality about our situation. When we step out these doors today, what are we going to do to take action about what's going on? What made the difference to me, as I read between the difference between like a Martin Luther King and a Malcolm X and, Marcus Garvey and these great guys that we claim, we celebrate these dudes, but we don't celebrate their action. We celebrate them as a person, but we don't celebrate their action and their movement and what it is actually they stand for. After February gone, we're like, oh, that's enough. Martin Luther King, whatever, his birthday, it's over, it was good. Slap some stuff on the grill on certain holidays, and it ain't about that. I remember having a corporate job in corporate America, and it was a lot of black men complaining we shouldn't have to work, on this Martin Luther King Day. I said, what you think Martin Luther King would have you to do, Negro? He would want you to work. That's what he fought for. That don't make sense. We got to step up to the plate, black men, and we have to put on our warrior's hat now. Because we're in a new generation, we're in a new time frame. That same energy that you use to go against the person that looks like you, that's being glorified right now, use that same energy and find out who made you have that mentality. And go against them. Not the person that looks like you. Now, everybody not gonna change overnight. I'm not saying be a fool. Somebody step to you, you handle your business, black, white, whatever. But I'm saying for the most part, find out how things have a domino or a trickle effect to find out why you're in the position that you're in right now. See, it's somebody else at a higher power that's controlling that, the puppet. We the low man on the totem pole. Why do we think the way we do? And if you invite me to your religious institution, or if you invite me into your educational system, or if you invite me to your family function, and you ask me to dismiss the part of myself, I can't do that. Me being black, I can't separate that. I can't separate that because of what I believe. I can't separate that because of what my mom or my dad said. I can't separate that because they told me in school that, a European made up science and math and reading. I can't do that. You asking me to basically commit suicide. That's basically what you're asking me to do. We have to challenge these great institutions, including the family one. That's what it is now. We run our family based on what America say we should run our family now. So the family structure is turned into an institution. We have to challenge this. What are we going to do? The first thing I suggest, and I'm only going by experience before I close, is find out who you are. Now, I know that's such a broad statement, but find out who you are. What do I mean by that? Find out who you were in history. Back in the day. Way, way long time ago, before you came on this soil right here. Once you find that out, You will find out who you were. Find out who you were before there was any type of foreign influence. And you will become complete. Once you do that, you can share that with other people. And not only share that with other people, but you can challenge the institutions and the people that say otherwise. And then in closing, I want to say, wake up. Wake up, black man. Because we are the strongest vessels. And if you tie up the strong man, you can have the whole house. If we don't wake up, what's going to happen? We think that there's some type of magical book somewhere that assures our future as a race. No, we assure our future as a race. This is not a movie. Ain't no happily ever after. In the end, they went off into the sunset. No, we will be gone off this planet if we don't wake up. We have to change our consciousness. Because if you are conscious of how much you are in danger, maybe you will change. You ever had a cut? I'm gonna leave with this. You ever had a cut on your arm, on your back or something, and it didn't hurt until somebody said, hey, you got a cut. And then you seen the blood, and then you went crazy. They didn't realize maybe for 10, 20 minutes that they was bleeding. Until that's happened to me before. Maybe when you find out about yourself and when you came from, black man, then we will realize where we come from and how in danger we are. How much we in danger, because when you're in danger, you change. If you see a car about to hit you, you're gonna get out the street real quick. You're gonna try to run, you see what I'm saying? Maybe when we learn how much we are in danger as a race of people, maybe then, that's why I say go study your history, we will decide to take action like we do with everything else. God bless y'all. Hotep. And amen.